you all? Carpetbagger here, coming to you live from the great state of Oregon. It is day number 15 of our Pacific Coast Highway road trip. We have spent 2 weeks driving through California, and we just got to Oregon, just got in last night. And on our trip through California, we saw many vistas along the way, beautiful overlooks. So I think it's time to see a beautiful Oregon vista here at the Natural Bridges viewpoint. Oh, danger, danger. You don't want to fall into the sea. Yeah, look at that beautiful Oregon vista. You can see the 2 natural bridges down there. Wow. Stopped off here in Gold Beach, Oregon. This is the Rogue River, and this is the Mary D. Hume, another shipwreck here in the river. This is actually a very old ship. It was built in 1881. It was retired here, where I guess it was docked in the river, and then in 1985 it sunk into the river and has been just sitting here decroding slowly ever since. So it's a steam-powered ship. So I guess that would have been the chimney there. Quite a sight. We've had some luck finding some shipwrecks here. Small ships, but shipwrecks nonetheless. More like boat wrecks, I guess. Some more information on the Mary D. Hume. It's an artist's rendition of what she looked like before she completely decorroded. Said that actually the longest active sea service for any commercial vessel in the Pacific Ocean. So it actually sailed for 97 years and now sits as a pile of garbage in the harbor. We take this bridge here over the Rogue River. And this is Sisters Rock. And it is time to stop for a classic roadside attraction here at Prehistoric Gardens in Oregon's rainforest. Oh, you can see that eyeball glaring at us from the Oregon rainforest. Oh, and look at this guy over here. Is that a wooden dinosaur? I love this T-Rex out front. I like how happy he looks. This is also like the classic T-Rex design. This is back in the days when I was a child, actually in the 80s. We believed that Tyrannosauruses stood like this, kind of like giant kangaroos. But let's head in and see some more dinosaurs. So they're saying this is an old growth Oregon forest. That some of the trees are 350 years old. And it is gorgeous out here. The plant life. Oh, here's our first dinosaur besides the T-Rex, of course. This is the Bradysaurus. Bradysaurus, the slow lizard. Oh, I don't think you're slow. The Brachiosaurus here, he is a big one. See him peeking out over the trees. Now, I didn't know this. It says Brachiosaurus means arm lizard, which seems like a terrible name because he has no arms. I mean, some dinosaurs do have arms, but he does not. Yeah, I must reiterate, this is an absolutely beautiful environment for a dinosaur park. See all these old ferns. Oh, and there's our Triceratops peeking out amongst the ferns. Our old buddy Dimetrodon, who was not a dinosaur. He's actually a lizard that was kind of similar to mammals in a lot of ways. It says these ferns here are Brochin fern. It says origin Paleocene epoch, 63 million years ago. So that would have been the same type of fern that dinosaurs would have hung out with. Yeah, they have helpful signs that lets you know what type of plants you're looking at, how old they are. Some helpful displays on these rocks. This talks about the history of the world, the different time periods. And then this is the annual rainfall in this area. You know, maximum of 10 feet of rain with a minimum of 4 feet. A diatrima here, a very bird-like dinosaur. And I remember when I was a kid, and it was around the time Jurassic Park came out, where people started saying that it was possible that dinosaurs had evolved into birds. And I remember that just being a crazy thought at the time. Like, that's the craziest thing I've ever heard. And but now it's pretty much accepted scientifically that birds really are just modern day dinosaurs. I see little chipmunks scurrying around up here. And behold, Archaeolon says it is the largest turtle to ever have lived. And here is the Lystrosaurus. He's pretty cute. He kind of looks like the bulldog of dinosaurs. Here's the Psittacosaurus. And of course we don't really know what color dinosaurs were, but I personally hope that they had spots like giraffes. There's an Ankylosaurus grazing there. Yeah, look at the size of his spikes. You have a vicious plesiosaur here. Plesiosaurs are the type of dinosaurs that some people believe still exist in Loch Ness, Scotland. The Trachodon here. Again, love the giraffe motif. Looks like this Ichthyosaurus has become beached next to the river. We saw the Triceratops already, but back here is her nest. You can see her little babies. The Cynognathus here. This is another mammal-like lizard. It says they are believed to be the direct ancestors of warm-blooded mammals. There's a Thagomizer. We all know what that means. We have Mr. Stegosaurus. And look at this. There's a poem here about Stegosaurus written by Al Qualman. It says, never scorn the Stegosaurus, munching herbage long before us, never knowing what his name was. Well remembered, all the same was. Long have vanished bone and brain, but his fossils still remain. Fame enduring, eon still, a damn sight longer than you will. Thanks, that pterodon leaping off that rock. There's the Eryops, a primitive amphibian. And we end with the Samoria here. It says they are the link between reptiles and amphibians. And it's time to exit through the gift shop. They have some pretty cool shirts back here with that Prehistoric Gardens logo. Oh, look at that pennant. And there's a Prehistoric Gardens shirt from 1961. Yeah, look down here. Got some actual dinosaur bones. It's a Corydosaurus hip bone. And look at this, right along 101, we have this giant phoenix, and it is made out of all recycled materials. Let's get a little closer look here. You can see different bits of metal and plastic. See those kitchen spoons dangling from the wings. Yeah, looking closely, you see a lot of different things. There's LaCroix cans, poker chips. Got a keyboard right there on the breast. The feet are made out of pieces of car. There's headlights, then tires. Yeah, that is pretty amazing. Oh, you can hear the metal fluttering in the wind. And look at this. Just noticed this. They have a super long tail here. Garden hose. Ah, pretty fascinating. You never know what you'll find out here on the Pacific Coast Highway. Just down the road a little bit, you've got these amazing sculptures. Looks like this is like a three-headed dragon of some sort. And I guess this is a sea unicorn. Kind of like a hippocampus with a horn. Now this is a thing of beauty here. One of the best advertisements I've ever seen for a septic company. You can see the toilet fountain up there. It's actually spraying water up from the toilet and then spewing down in a filthy, filthy waterfall. The majesty. Come out here to the Kquil River Lighthouse, and it is a little misty out here. You can see where a lighthouse may be beneficial. Let's take a peek inside. I have a gift shop in here. You can look out the window. Yeah, you can see a lot of mist over the river here. You can see a boat over there cutting through the fog. So this is the river over here, the Kquil River. This is the Pacific Ocean. Wow, look at all that driftwood. So that's the Pacific Ocean. That's the river. The lighthouse over there is actually meant for the river because apparently there are shifting sand dunes. So it's a little bit of a treacherous river to get through. We have another jetty here. Again, the river on that side. The ocean that side, where the river meets the sea. You can see that ship. See that ship out there in the fog. It actually looked like it was going down the river out into the ocean. Looks like it's actually turning around and coming back in the river. Maybe because of all this fog. Now we're walking back into the fog. Yeah, I don't know what's happening with that ship. You can hear the fog horns. It's just kind of just sitting there at the mouth of the river. I don't know, maybe waiting for the fog to pass. Yeah, I must say the fog, very, very atmospheric. Stopped off here in Kquil, Oregon, and I guess this is where we invoke the EM rule. Got a boat out here by the front door. Let's learn all about Kquil. And as we enter here, an exhibit on logging, which is important to the area. I have this massive saw here used to cut logs. It says that this would actually be bladed here and cut through that log. It's pretty cool, this boat jutting out here. Walk around to the other side. See, they actually have a hole here where we can peek into the bowels of the boat. Oh yeah, you can see the pillow and blanket there where you'd sleep below deck. Oh, look at that. You can see the lighthouse light there working. This is a Fresnel lens that they use inside lighthouses. Oh, really cool. Just how intricate it is. Ship's wheel. Oh, look at the size of that paddle here on this boat. Yeah, a lot of different logging equipment. Yeah, look at this massive two-person chainsaw. Talks here about fishing. These are different lures here. These look massive, but I guess these are massive fish. Yeah, how big is a lingcod? And this here is for farming cranberries. Some ducks over here. These are mallards. Looks like the male is screaming in the woman's face. This is a American Wigeon? And then these are old duck decoys, like 2D folding duck decoys. It says, "Please do not touch the bear." So the different types of wood here: Oregon myrtle, big leaf maple, and Douglas fir. There's a little food truck area back here, and this may be the most amazing name I've ever seen for a food truck. Frying Nemo. Not finding him, we are frying him. There's a little inside area here where we can get our drinks and sit down out of the sun. I got something I've never tried before. This is called the cocktail in a cup. It's got shrimp in it, coleslaw, cocktail sauce, avocado. Looked interesting, so I thought I'd give it a try. Okay, let's dig in. There's avocado there. Let's see if I can find some shrimp. I like all the cocktail sauce. Oh, there's the shrimp. Yeah, basically a shrimp parfait. And I'm official member of the Clean Cup Club. Stopped here at the Oregon Dunes, where we have a overlook out onto the dunes. See if we can get a closer look at these dunes. Yeah, that is a crazy, vast expanse of sand. Now there is about a mile-long trail that will take you to the ocean, but it is up and down hills made of sand. And I think today we are going to enjoy the dunes from up here. I've did a little bit of walking through dunes, flat dunes, in Colorado, and man, it is rough. And I think dunes are probably the most challenging terrain to have to walk on, because not only going up and down hills, but the hills are made of sand, so you can never really get good footing, and it is scorching hot. I know a lot of you are worried about my sunburn. I don't know why I get it just on my nose, but if I went out there, did that mile-long walk, it would probably be red all over. I could wear some sunscreen, that's true, but I think it's beautiful up here. I don't really see a need to hike down there. Maybe next time. We have stopped off here in Florence, Oregon at Exploding Whale Memorial Park. Possibly the only park dedicated to a whale that exploded. Let's go see the park. On the other side there you can see the sand dunes. It's actually kind of a river cutting through the sand dunes. But the reason it is called Exploding Whale Park, it was dedicated in 2019 for an incident that occurred back in the 1970s, the infamous exploding whale incident of Florence, Oregon. So, and you could go watch. So there's a newscast of this whole thing taking place, unfolding. And first time I saw it, I honestly thought it was a parody, but I was shocked when I found out it was a real honest to goodness newscast from the 1970s. So a whale washes up on a beach near here, and the highway patrol is apparently in charge of getting rid of the whale. I don't know why that's their department, but the highway patrol has to get rid of a whale. So they hatch a plan. They decide they're going to strap dynamite to the whale and explode the whale. They said that it would turn the whale into bloody vapor, and any bits would be small enough for seagulls to eat. And they were going to show this on the news. The news was there to document the occasion, and they detonated the dynamite. And you see the whale. You can see the whale. Again, the video is a little graphic, but you can see the whale poof into a big, red, gross cloud. And then you start hearing odd thumping noises getting louder and louder and more continuous. And then the video cuts because the news crew had to run from the falling whale blubber, as did the crowd. So the people started running in horror as huge pieces of whale blubber started raining down. And one of these pieces was so big and flew so far, it smashed the entire roof of a car, pretty much collapsed a car that was half a mile from the beach site. And you know, they said the seagulls would clean up the rest. The seagulls were scared away by the explosion. And there was still a ton of whale left that they ended up having to dispose of afterwards. So it was a well-meaning activity that went horribly and terribly wrong. Now, I'm not an expert, but I know whales explode sometimes on their own because whales are waterproof because they live in the water. The gases, when they die, their gases get trapped inside of them, and they can actually just burst on their own from all those gases. So I imagine the whale was already swelling full of those gases, and they ignited that with dynamite. It just caused a massive, massive explosion. And yeah, apparently they do have exploding whale days here in town as a celebration of the event. But yeah, if you don't mind seeing a whale explode, go check out that newscast on YouTube. You'll thank me later. We came down here to the Suslaw Pioneer Museum. I got a tip that there may be something from the whale explosion here. So this museum mostly focuses on pioneer life. Here's an exhibit on logging. Gathering logging is a very important thing here in Oregon. Different saws here, lanterns, some animal traps, those duck decoys, some farming displays here, the dairy industry, agriculture. Oh, look at these delicious looking apples. A little miniature boat here, the Jessie Marie. Oh, look, I think those are those Punch and Judy dolls. And here it is. They're playing a video about it right here. But down here, this vertebrae right here is an actual whale vertebrae. It was a sperm whale that was exploded. So this was recovered after the explosion. I don't know if the vertebrae here was damaged at all in the explosion. It looks like it's still in pretty good shape. But yeah, that's amazing that they actually have a piece of the infamous exploding whale. Some fishing exhibits. We got some canned salmon. There's a piano here. Oh, there's a sheet music for Over the Rainbow. So railroad room in here. Building of the railroad from Eugene, Oregon to Coos Bay. And look at all these different typewriters. Oh, here's a high-tech typewriter. Oh, it says this is the first portable computer in the USA, circa 1980. Now you got your floppy drives. The monitor is about as big as a cell phone monitor. Some really cool old cameras here as well. These are nice. I love this giant Polaroid. That is so big. Some toys in here. Look at that. Is it like a deer or a lamb or something? I always wondered as a kid how they got the ships in the bottles. Then I found out how they did it. I still think it's cool. And this here, the dancing senorita doll. I used to have this. I may still have part of it. It actually fell and the sombrero was completely shattered. Rosebud? And here we have the Suslaw room. Oh, look at this. See the baskets there. Looks like a little armadillo. And look at this sea turtle. And look at this seashell collection. How come I can't find any of this? I've driven down both US coastlines, and I don't have anything like this. I need to do something to increase my shell hunting game. We have stopped off here at Sea Lion Caves. The sign says it is America's largest sea cave. Now, supposedly this will let you go down inside of a giant cave full of sea lions. We have this blue sea lion here with a mermaid on it. Let's head in. I bought our tickets here in the gift shop. It was $18 for me to get in. And I guess we head down here for the trails and the cave. And look at here, right before we even see any sea lions, we've got pressed penny machine. I guess it's quarter penny, so we'll go ahead and get all four. It says take your camera and binoculars, no flash allowed in caves. They recommend high-speed film. We've got some brass sea lions out here. Here's an overlook. Looking for sea lions today, but you never know when you might spot a whale out there in that big blue ocean. So I think we'll save the cave to last. There's a trail this way that has sea lions as well. There's a little viewing area here. So we're going to be seeing stellar sea lions. Oh, you can hear them belching like monsters. Oh yeah, look at them down there. Can you hear them? Little ground squirrel there. To my hat. The next time you'll come here, you'll find a sea lion wearing my hat. This will take us down to the elevator that will take us down into the cave. Alright, all we gotta do is wait for the elevator. You can hear them. Where are they? It's a sea lion skeleton right here. It says this has been here since they first discovered the cave. This little viewing area where you can look from behind the fence into the cave. And look at that. We're inside the sea lion's cave. I just saw one swimming in the water there. See them all over the rocks. Oh, there's the one who was in the water, trying to get up on the rock. Is he having a hard time? Oh, he gave up. There's birds flying around in here. Look over that rock there. You can hear the strange noises. Yeah, this is super cool. Super cool to be able to get a view from inside the cave here. The living sea lions. And I didn't even notice at first, but this really dark area down here, this pit, it's all just packed with sea lions. The different view from this angle. See all the sea lions back there on the back rocks. Yeah, this is truly amazing to be able to get this peek into their natural habitat.
This is so cool.
We head up these stairs to see the Lighthouse viewpoint. An important rule here, please take pictures with the sea lion, not on the sea lion. Down here we have a super spooky sea lion skeleton. Oh, that really is creepy. Okay, here's the lighthouse lookout. As we look straight out of the cave here, see Hecta Head Lighthouse over there on the bluff. From up here you can look down into the cave. I believe if there was a mascot for this trip, it would definitely be the sea lion. I've had so many opportunities to see so many different sea lions in different environments. Uh-oh, it's a long line for the elevators. And as we exit through the gift shop, a variety of sea lion cave shirts. Now look at this, look at that cute little sea lion. And there's 3 lions stare. These are wooden stickers. That's interesting. Wooden stickers. And the mini blocks, they have sea lions, they have orcas, and they have sharks. They don't actually have the whole cave. That would be pretty fun. Well, this is fun. These are finger puppets. Each one of your fingers can be a different whale. Well, except your pinky. That's a shark. And we do have another penny press here. And, yeah, you got... Oh, I like that. That's like one of the shirt, the cute little sea lion. I think we'll get this one as well.
That is true.
There we go. 6 sea lion cave pennies for the collection. Come down here to Cook's Chasm. There's supposed to be some interesting things down in these rocks. This down here is known as the Spouting Horn. Yeah, so it's that corner right there. I guess sometimes during storms and high tides it can create a big, massive shooting geyser. Sitting here waiting for some... let's get up there a little bit. See, a big wave will come along and give us a show. We'll head up here a little higher, see if we can look down on it. Okay, here it is right here. Oh, there we go. There's a geyser. Yeah, it's a good one. See, everyone's crowded around over there looking at something. Okay, there's like a hole in the ground with rising water. Oh my gosh! That is Thor's well there. Oh, that is weird. Oh, see, it goes down and then it's gonna come back up. Weird. Let's get closer. And down into Thor's well. Oh, up and then down like a flushing toilet. Like a clogged toilet, kind of. So strange. Don't imagine you want to go swimming in that. Yeah, this is truly an amazing place. Oh, see that? Guys are going up over there. You can see some anemones down in this tide pool. Oh! Wow, just the power of the ocean. Oh my goodness. Ooh. Whoa. You actually can watch the Spouting Horn from up here on the road. Oh, that was a good one. Drove down just about a mile over here to Cape Cove Beach. Now that is a pretty high quality driftwood tent. You can see the freshwater estuary running to the sea. But now let's check out the Devil's Churn. Oh, there it is in all its demonic glory. The Devil's Churn. Getting closer. Something is drawing me in. This whole churn is very, very devilish. You can see waves coming into the churn. There's no escape. No escape from the churn. Oregon is a really good place to come if you want to be reminded how terrifying that the ocean really is. Oh my gosh. This is the devil's work. This is madness. The churning never ends. It just churns and churns. It's been churning for millions of years. Look at this. This is splashy madness. We're here in Yachts, Oregon, I see something that I didn't even know existed anymore. Looks like a privately owned video store, Yachts Video and Country Store. So in addition to being a video store, it's also a country store. Oh yeah, look through the window. You can see they have DVDs for rent. Wow. What is it with Oregon and video stores? Some fresh produce there too. It's not open right now, but I mean, if they have fresh produce sitting out, it definitely is active. We've stopped off in Newport, Oregon, and last night we had some good luck with an independent hotel, so I think we're going to try again here at the Seven Seas Inn and Suites. So it looks like the original name of the hotel was the Money Saver Motel. I probably would not have stayed here if that was still the name, but it does look like they are doing some renovations, so hopefully the room is bed renovated. The grand reveal. Oh, okay. Yeah, brand spanking new. In here you can smell the fresh coat of paint. Yeah, this doesn't look like the Money Saver oh my gosh, the Money Saver Motel. This should do. Yeah, everything looks nice. Everything looks clean. I think this is a fine place to stay for the evening. All right, guys, I am worn out. I've been trying to get up a little earlier, trying to get going earlier, so I'm trying to do the same tonight, try to get to bed at a reasonable time after I'm done editing. I am going to plug in my traveling Roku, maybe watch a little bit of SummerSlam tonight, but then we got to be getting to sleep. I've walked down too many stairs to too many beaches today, I think. But I had a great day. Great day. What did we do today? I forgot. Let's see. Don't tell me. Oh, yeah. Went to Prehistoric Gardens, an old growth rainforest populated with fiberglass dinosaurs. We saw the Sea Lion Cave, where we got to actually be in a cave full of live sea lions. That was pretty amazing. And we got to see the Devil's Churn. I was really amazed by like the violence and just sheer power of those waves that we were seeing down at the coast. So a wonderful day. Oh, we went to Exploding. I don't want to leave out Exploding Whale Memorial Park, and we saw one of the vertebrae of the exploded whale. I never thought that I would see a piece of a whale that was exploded in the 1970s, but today I can say that I have. So thank you guys so much for joining me today. If you are new here, what I do is I travel around the country. I've been to 49 of the 50 states. I visit roadside attractions, amusement parks, museums, haunted houses, and other fun stuff. We do themed road trips on this channel. Right now I am currently doing the Pacific Coast Highway all the way up the West Coast. And if you'd like to help out the channel, please consider subscribing. It does help us out. And if you'd like to help in other ways, of course, there is Patreon. $3 or more will get you a postcard once a month from me to you. We also sell souvenirs in the Etsy shop down below. Motel key fobs, press pennies, and the classic enamel pins. Also, still doing personalized messages on Cameo. I think I might have a few to do tonight. If you would like to receive a special message from me to you for any reason, or you can send it to a friend, a family member, click that link in the description. Matter of fact, all those links are down in the description, and all those links help keep this train on the track, this boat in the water and this dirigible in the air. Until next time, my friends, this one's in the bag.